Zimbabweans were shocked to learn that Wicknell Chivayo, in fact, Highlanders had announced a South African coach that was going to be leading Highlanders this year. But we were shocked and surprised when we saw Wicknell Chivayo writing a very long actually post on his social media account saying that he would give Highlanders a certain amount of money if they hired his preferred coach, that is Benjani Maruwaru. I have no problem per se with Benjani Maruwaru because he grew up in Bulawayo, but I have a problem with the way he was imposed to the Bulawayo Giants, that is Highlanders Football Club. A lot of people, I remember even Fatsai Mahere warning Highlanders that if they fall trap to Chikananda, that is this fellow, Wicknell Chivayo, they will actually, at the end of the day, be sorry of the decision they undertake to fall trap of Wicknell Chivayo. Guess what? Highlanders played their first game. Of course, Maruwaru has not shown that he can lead that giant football club because he started with a draw, not so good for Highlanders, especially playing against, was it Chicken Inn? And also Zimbabweans are shocked to learn that the zviganandas, they are responsible for sponsoring Highlanders. In fact, Sakunda company, which is owned by this fellow, Budawashi Takurei, as well as also Wicknell Chivayo and others, are seemingly sponsoring Highlanders. And what is shocking is that they have gone after the logo of Highlanders. They removed the Nguni shield, the logo of Highlanders at the Nguni shield before a spear, as well as a shield usually goes with a spear and also a knob carry. And by the way, a Nguni shield is actually a pivotal logo, in fact, for the people of Matabeleland. It shows that this is a team for the Nguni people of Matabeleland because it originated. It is and also the people of Matabeleland love Highlanders because it is associated with the royalty in Matabeleland, that is Lopengula royalty, as well as also King Mziligas, by virtue of being formed by the children of the royal family. So Zwikanas coming through now, removing that logo, especially on the kit of Highlanders. It is an insult to the people of Matabeleland, and they are trying to dilute Highlanders, and they are doing this in a broad daylight. We warned about this, but a lot of people said, what can we do? Highlanders don't have money, blah blah blah. Wicknell Chivayo has money. There are other ways of raising money. We have got a lot of people in Matabeleland. If they were consulted on time, definitely they were going to raise money for their team and also sustain it. But we appear to have an executive that has links to ZANU-PF, so they dance. Just imagine, you hire a South African coach, and I'm sure the contract was finalized because a statement was actually publicly made. And when Wicknell Chivayo firstly publicly released his statement, I'm calling it ZANU-PF, I mean the executive of this Highlanders is making Highlanders to look ZANU-PF. Now, Highlanders, what did they do? They also issued a counter statement, and the people clapped hands that, oh, we've got an executive. I don't know what happened. They decided to drive to Harare. Of course, someone may claim Wicknell Chivayo has brought a bus, but where is he taking that money from? And that is actually hitting hard the integrity of Highlanders Football Club as a team. And I remember asking this question, that are there no other business people in Bulawayo? There are many businesses that are thriving. Even though the business, one single business cannot take care of all the aspects, the other business can look maybe for a quarter of players in Highlanders. The other business, I mean clean business people, look for another quarter, the other in terms of the key in playing, I mean in terms of paying them. The other business may necessarily look at their kids. The other business, I mean businesses may share as much as 20 the upkeep of Highlanders. But it appears the leaders of Highlanders did not have that in mind. And by the way, I wonder whether they saw before they unveiled it publicly that it was actually diluted. This is diluting Highlanders, and Highlanders being sponsored by people who gives conditions such as Wicknell Chivayo, it would be diluted. It would be a team that, and what they are after, watch the space. They are after destroying that team. That team would be fighting for relegation. How do you explain a scenario whereby someone who has no history of supporting Highlanders, Wicknell Chivayo doesn't support Highlanders. The same Wicknell Chivayo is sponsoring Chikananda team by Scott Sakupanya. The same Wicknell Chivayo, I mean, his loyalties in Highlanders cannot be trusted, except, I mean, if you want to destroy a team, you get within that team. Now you see, we've got an executive that would be actually constantly fighting with the support, because supporters are not taking that matter lightly. I've seen it is trending on social media. I think Highlanders do not need such a sponsor who will tell it who should coach your team, a sponsor who will who will actually dilute Highlanders as they are doing. I strongly believe that Sakunda as well as Wicknell Chivayo, they are actually responsible for. In fact, they may have been deployed by Mnangagwa to destroy Highlanders. They are after destroying Highlanders. And if Highlanders supporters are not careful, watch me. I've spoken long time ago. You may say, no, but you are not a club member. I cannot be a club member of a team that is actually run by zviganandas. You know, watch the space. In fact, this Highlanders, people think Highlanders is representing them at the moment, but it is totally diverted. It is something else at the moment. It is playing in the hands of ZANU-PF and zviganandas. Someone may say you are mixing politics with football. No, watch the space. Politics and football has always been intertwined. Highlanders is a product of children, children in the royal family. That makes it a political organization. By the way, it has political connotations all over it. That is why it is the target of Zvigananda and the tribal Emerson Tambos of Mnangagwa. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Ogangubu Mhlabane is signing out. Let me love and leave. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast. Don't forget to